Whether you're searching for that latest sneaker, the iconic handbag, a timeless watch, or your next piece of classic jewelry, eBay authenticators are there verifying every detail of your purchase. Yup, we're talking each inch, stitch, tick, facet, and clasp that makes the piece you're searching for worthy of your collection. eBay's authenticators are experts in their craft, true connoisseurs, and as leaders in their fields, they're making sure your items always arrive as authentic as your style. So go ahead, get that piece you always wanted, and leave it up to the meticulous eyes of an eBay authenticator to make sure that watch movement is original, that glimmer is real gold, that rare sneaker is legit, or that handbag is really made of genuine leather, and never get faked over again. In a world full of fakes, it's time to get real with eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms. Mondays, 8, 7 Central on VH1, Black Ink Crew is back-to-back and united in ink on Monday nights. First, on Black Ink Crew New York, with Caesar leaving the shop, Puma steps up to lead and rebuild their legacy, while Ted works to secure his own. Bay sets up her own shop, while Rock and Crystal rethink marriage. Then, on Black Ink LA, Kat is preparing to birth a new shop in Beverly Hills and a new baby. Meanwhile, in Compton, KP's dreams of ink and music seem to be fading, and having it all is harder than ever. With group dynamics shifting and revelations changing relationships, can OGs and new artists create as a unit? Two cities, one night, united in ink. Black Ink Crew, New York, and Black Ink Crew LA, all new Mondays at 8, 7 Central on VH1.
No drinkies for me skis.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like.
He's
I just
really
don't like
scaled
alcohol
back.
no more. Like,
Becoming a father kind of takes you off that path,
I don't know. It's just like
and you work so much, so it's just like you want to keep your head leveled.
there's something like I could enjoy a drink. I want to enjoy a drink, right? Like I don't want to drink to drink.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I want to enjoy a. This sounds so washed up, but like I'm at the point where like
you're a father.
I don't drink to get smacked no more. Like I drink to enjoy the drink.
But we shouldn't ever do that.
I mean,
But I used to do it all the time.
We used to do that shit all the time. Yeah, we used
I
to
used
do
to do
it
it
all the time.
I was like, wow, I used to drink to get smacked. You know, like what was that? What was I living like?
It's not abnormal like that. Everybody did it. Like
I don't think everybody did it, but I think
everybody that we knew.
Yeah. I mean,
Everybody that we knew did it.
it feels like when I've really started, like, not drinking heavily. But you say transitioning like it was something for Pride Month. But if you're talking
Wait, are we
about
recording?
Yeah, I'm recording now.
Wait, turn mine shut up a little bit.
I used to really get after it. Like I not even like get after it, but like my body used to be able to handle getting after it. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, consider what we were doing.
I used to hit the bar and be like, yo, we're doing nothing but shots.
See,
Dude, you did that on my birthday.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, you.
But that
you
was
just did that
but
recently.
that was once in a like that was the first time in like a long time
Right.
I did that. You know what I mean? So like, but I used to do that shit every weekend.
Nah.
I used to do that shit every weekend.
But it's not like you're making it sound like it's crazy. Like what we were doing, like even just me and you, right?
It's not crazy. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, I really can't handle. Not that I can't handle my liquor no more.
You
but
just
I'm
don't
like,
want to.
You know what I started doing? Not doing shots.
Okay, yeah.
Shot. Yeah.
Like just drinking in itself is not bad, but it's the shots because shots hit you like edibles.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you take 10 and you're like, I'm good, and then out of nowhere you're talking like
so you
this.
Take 10?
10 shots?
I'm joking.
You see, that sounds crazy now. But we used to do that shit. Like,
First of all,
is
10 too
come
much
on,
or too
man.
little? Like, not
It's
enough.
like you about to turn your nose up at a 10 shot
10
night
shot?
now?
I mean, just sounds
like I don't know how much we used to throw it back.
No, like you'll do like, all right, 10 was a lot, but like let's just say like you do 3 or 4 shots, right? And you're like, I'm still good. I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
Right.
But then it hits you and you just start
like
slurring.
10 minutes later. Yeah. 10 minutes later.
They're like edibles.
Yeah, you're right.
Shots are liquid edibles.
No. So yeah, to your point, like y'all know I drink, but like I've cut the shots out. I'm like,
Okay.
I can't.
Yeah.
Just give me
That's
my,
good though, man.
Give me my
Like,
Jameson
I'm glad
on the
you're
rocks.
doing that.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're doing that.
Shots, like, no, I'm not doing that.
You know what's wild now? I'm at the age where when I see somebody taking like a row of shots, I'm just like, yo, that nigga's going through it.
He's gonna.
It's something going on at home.
Something's going on. But like before, I used to look at him like,
Yo, that nigga turned.
yo, that nigga turned up, right?
You guys look at it that way. I look at it like, yo, he's about to die.
Well, you got you have the
About to
opposite
die.
Yeah.
spectrum of that though.
But
You're a
we've
bartender.
We've seen both sides of it though.
Nah, I've never bartended.
No, but like think about it, like us doing Palooza.
Okay.
We would give out shots, so we've seen
right.
both sides of the
Enablers.
spectrum. Yeah,
Right.
we
We
were
were
those
definitely
guys.
liquor enablers.
What? We had water guns. Like, come on, bro.
Gosh,
Like,
damn, yo.
we was out there acting like heathens.
Man, those water guns, bro.
The water gun days.
That water gun took us around the globe.
It's around the world and back.
God damn, yo. And now I can't even like
Now you can't stomach it.
I can't I can't tell you the last time I had just Henny straight.
I can't tell you the last
Did
time I had
you-
Henny.
Did any of you watch? I was drinking Douce last night.
Okay.
Do any of you watch Shameless?
No.
Wait, what's it called?
Nobody watched it.
Shameless.
Oh no.
Okay, because at the end, like, there's a alcoholic in the family,
Okay.
and at the end, he was finally like, his body just literally could not take alcohol. He's like, what's happening? Do I feel like throwing up? Because he ordered a shot. He's like, am I gonna throw up? He's like, my body's rejecting alcohol. And I was like, yeah,
That's when it gets
'cause
bad, yeah.
we've drank so much.
That's when it gets bad.
Not even bad. It's just like after it gets
That's
bad.
what I'm saying. That's
but-
when it gets bad.
Yeah.
If your body's rejecting it, yeah. It's like, my nigga, enough. Please.
Man. Or I gotta be, I don't know. I either gotta be, I can't tell you the next situation I probably have to get smacked. What, New Year's, maybe?
What's
Maybe?
July
My
4th,
birthday.
Labor
July
Day,
4th? Your birthday.
my
Yeah, your
birthday, my
was this
birthday,
Okay.
Birthdays.
Thanksgiving.
Birthdays.
Birthdays
and
are different.
maybe holidays. Not even all the good holidays. Like, there's not even, like, once you get to a certain age, there's only like 3 good drinking holidays.
New Year's Eve,
What are they?
New Year's Eve, definitely.
Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving, yes.
Thanksgiving Eve.
Because you're
But
in the, no,
Thanksgiving is like a family, like wine drinking.
but I
Nah.
like that though.
Me and my family,
You
like,
don't
yo,
like
we
family,
get to it.
Family drunk is nice though.
Family drunk is fun.
A family drunk, a family tipsy is
No,
really
my
nice.
family is wild. I don't like we do shots and shit.
Oh,
And
but that's
See,
fun
like,
though,
that-
right?
That's fun. Like that's
Exactly.
like it's a closed
Not the next
environment.
day.
It's a safe environment. You don't have to worry about anything.
I used to go and get drunk just to listen to like go to a person's artist listening session that I only kind of like.
Oh, that's when we were introduced to open bar parties.
Yeah, exactly.
It
That's
was
what I'm
just like,
saying.
you was at the source. I'm at
Every-
PET every fucking day.
Liquor culture definitely like
Shaped us.
not shaped us, but do you just remember? Do you remember like going to listening parties?
Yes.
And then like knowing people that either like worked at publications or wrote for publications.
Yeah.
And knowing how smacked they were at the listening party.
Yeah.
Just to be like, I can't wait to see what this motherfucker's gonna think about this album, right?
Knowing
like,
you
when
weren't paying the
when you know you
fucking
was
attention.
over here just bullshit.
Bro, and then, yo, I'm so glad
Smack
you brought
City.
that point up. I'm so glad you brought that point up.
Okay.
I was at Larry June and Alchemist
Okay.
listening session, right?
Okay.
I think it was at Lullo House.
Okay.
And it's a bunch of motherfuckers in there. Like, you know, B-Dot's there, fucking Alchemist, like everybody that you know that
The rap media.
the rap media.
The rap
is in
media
there.
was outside. Okay.
So like they start playing the record and like the bar's open. So we talking like top shelf, 1942,
Yeah.
Douce, da whatever. So they finally start playing the music and niggas are just fucking talking over the fucking music at the bar, drinking. Now me, I'm in the corner because I want to hear this shit.
Yeah.
I'm in the corner just tucked off.
But that's the thing. It wasn't everybody. I mean, yes, there were your listening parties that were just basically glorified mixers, but there was usually like a pocket full of people that were really there. It's just like, yo, nah, I really want to be able to listen.
But
to
it's
this.
like,
I gotta go to a blog. I gotta go to my website. I gotta have like something to write about.
But I'd rather those kind of parties be in a studio setting where people can actually hear the music loud
right.
and be intimate, right? Then you can do the release party.
Yeah.
You do a release party at Lullo House. You do a release party at Club Do or whatever the case is. That and you celebrate it where niggas, all right, we already heard it. We're just here to celebrate, have fun, turn up. But like when we're first hearing a record and it's like this niggas talking and like trying to network and texting this, that, and the third. It's like, bro, that's disrespectful.
Yeah. I mean, but you know what,
I get it, but it's just like, come on, man.
You know what, though? I understand it, though, because it's like, then there became listening experiences, right? Like, I think less people started doing those. We're just going to go rent a club out, have a bunch of liquor, and then we're just going to play the songs and, like, party and stuff. I think people
I just got an idea.
stop doing that. What's up?
What about for listening parties, a silent party?
What, like everybody just puts their headphones?
Has the headphones on?
People have done that.
People have done that.
I've been to one of those before where it was like everybody.
Listening party with
It was.
I've seen a lot of those. Yeah.
It was like a what you call it? It was more of like an experience, right? Like they rent out a room and be themed and shit, and like the fucking headphones would be glowing or whatever, like all the other shit, and it was really cool.
They do actual parties like that.
Yeah, and then
they do parties like that, but for a listening party, I think
that's.
I think I'm pretty sure people have done that, but
I mean, whether they have or not, but that's still a great idea.
Oh, for sure. But I love a good listening party, man. Like that's like the bastion of rap media. Just
what's your best listening party you ever went to?
The best
one or favorite.
You know, I always love the Watch the Throne. Okay.
We talked about
Watch the Throne. The Watch the Throne, obviously. Yeah. Legendary night in the planetarium.
Yep.
God, what else was a good one?
I don't know if you were at this one, but I'm gonna see if you're gonna name it.
I was at the listening party for Dark Sky Paradise.
Damn, I was
in LA, which was tight.
Oh, wait, was that at Soho House?
Nah, I think it was at Soho House in Los Angeles.
If it was at Soho, I think I was at that one.
But that was cool. That was cool. Man, I was at I can't remember the last. Yeah, I can't remember the last big. Oh, okay. A good one was Taylor All the Dice. The first time I got to hear that one.
Where was that at?
Jungle. I think Jungle was cool with like Juicy J.
I was about to bring up a story about that.
What story was about that?
So we had Jungle, right?
Okay.
Shout out to Will. That's
shout out Will.
As was his manager. So Will invites me like, yo, pull up. We got this tape, this crazy project. So I'm like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
So I'm standing next to Will and I'm standing next to Wiz and like it's all of them. So they passed me a blunt. And
First
I'm like,
of all.
and it's like, like the entire room is looking in our direction.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't pass.
You hit the blunt.
Oh,
You had to.
So I tried to be cool and hit it 3 times.
Oh God. You trying to do the
Wiz
You trying to do
blunt?
the
Oh, you're bugging.
Let me tell you
You are
something.
a Wiz Khalifa blunt.
Yo,
Let me tell you
why
something.
Would you? Okay.
Will was like, and them niggas smoke, so they got blunts just passing around the room.
Of course.
So Will was like, nah, that's yours. You keep that.
That's yours.
That's yours. So my dumb ass is like, all right, thanks. So I take another puff.
That's yours.
Damn.
I put that shit out when nobody was looking. Put that shit out, right? I had a jean jacket on. So
I would have left immediately.
Nigga, I don't even know how I left. I put that shit in my pocket, right? I get home and I'm like, I'm just zooted out of my mind, bro. I wake up and my crib is smelling like fucking, the highest strand of weed. I'm like, bro, am I still high?
Can I tell you? I don't think I've told the story. Have I told the story in the podcast before?
About what?
Man, the time I got stoned with Wiz doing the Stash magazine cover. Okay, so we was wait, first off, hold on. Welcome, that's Rosy. Real quick.
I'm like, are we gonna do this?
Go for it.
What's poppin', people? Welcome back to another episode of Say Less with Kaz,
Yo.
Low-Key,
Yes, sir.
and Rosy.
What's going on, Rosy?
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. Make sure you subscribe, youtube.com/Kazeem. Say Less with Kaz, Low-Key, and Rosy. Anywhere you get your podcast, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, SoundCloud, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you for following on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, wherever you're watching this. We appreciate you.
Always.
And man, let's get right back into it.
Bro, do we spend 30 minutes without going to the intro?
Yes, we did.
We spent 15 minutes and 59 seconds. That's how
I
long
like
it took.
I like that.
But that's what we call a cold open, baby.
Yeah.
So the time I got stoned with was we were doing the Stashed magazine cover. This is when I was working with Steve Stout.
And always
translation.
congrats on that.
Yeah,
Always
thank you.
congrats on
That was one of my like looking back on that shit now. Like I feel so fucking proud of that
Prize
shit.
moment.
Like Pete Davidson was in that shit. Like Wiz, Carrie Champion, like people that like were of
The
like
culture.
popping then, but are like way more popping now. You know what I'm saying? I was really fucking proud of that.
Nice.
But we was Wiz was. And Will and the whole Taylor gang always
Shout
been
to Chevy.
hella fucking cool to us. So once we had the opportunity to make a print magazine, I was like, man, we gotta have Wiz on the cover. Wiz was fucking on fire at the time. Like they was doing a tour with him, Mac Miller, their whole crew. He had just got the blonde dreads and shit. Like he had the new fucking look.
That profile was crazy.
It was crazy, right? So
Yeah.
we went up to, I think we went to Hershey, Pennsylvania to shoot it. And, he was doing the show there too. So he was going to shoot the cover at, rehearsals. We had this whole Jimi Hendrix thing fucking, planned out with he's like squirting his, like gasoline on the, shit on fire, lit the guitar on fire. It was a fire fucking visual. And then, after the show, he's like, hey, bro, like, we was either gonna drive all the way back to New York or just fucking kick it, right? So he's like, yo, you're gonna come get stoned with us, right? You're gonna hit a dab. And I done hung out with Wiz this whole night.
Dab.
And I'm like, what the fuck is a dab? But I'm trying to be cool.
That's that
I'm
oil
trying to act like I know what the fuck a dab is.
First
so I'm
of all,
like,
it
all right,
looks
yeah.
crackheadish.
Great.
That shit look crazy.
So I watched them do this shit for the first time. Like,
Oh, you did tell me this story. We just never talked about it.
I don't think we never talked about it in the show.
You did tell me this story.
So I see them do this shit for the first time. And mind you, I'm at that point, I'm a communal weed smoker. Like, if you have it, I'll hit it once or twice, but like I was by no means
I'm not seeking it out.
okay.
I'm not copying it.
I was not none of that shit. It was way, way then. So then, I see them do this shit for the first time, and I'm just like, my eyes was like, there's no way. And I just seen like a gust come in. It disappeared into this dude who was literally 3 times the size of me. He took one step back, and fucking fell over. And fell over. And I was just
I think you told me this story.
I'm looking at Wiz. I'm looking at Will. Will looking at me. I'm looking at Danielle. This is my stash crew. You know what I mean?
And the
Ben,
motherfucker on the floor.
Motherfucker on the floor.
And this
Panda bear on the floor.
I'm just like, I was like, fuck. All right, and I ain't going back down. I was like, all right, well, I
You
already
like,
said
if
I
it
was gonna
knocked
do
that
it.
nigga out? Oh, shit.
I already
I'm
said I
about
was
to be in
gonna
the
do
coffin.
it.
I
So
would have been like, fuck no.
I'd have walked the other way.
So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. So they put the little wax in there. They blow torch the shit.
Yeah,
It's
some
like,
crackhead pipe, bro.
It looks very crackish. I'm telling you. Like you can now it's 2023. You can go and like cop it at like any store.
Nigga,
and
now it's
very,
legal,
very normal.
like, yeah, it's
but 12 years ago, 11 years ago, I'm looking at this. I'm like, this is crack.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this. This is how crack is.
I don't care what nobody says.
Wait, all right. So they blew, they torched it.
So they torched
In
it.
a pipe, bro.
Yeah, it's like a pipe
With wax.
I'm trying to tell you it's crack.
Nigga smoking morphine.
It looked so unsafe.
He's still gravitating right towards
But I'm
it.
still gonna do it because I'm like,
I ain't no bitch.
Wiz, I ain't no bitch. Like
Right,
I'm
right.
young and I hit the joint, yo, and every liquid in my face, just exposed itself in record time. It was tears, snot, drool, fucking my earwax. I felt like earwax came out my ears, bro.
Nigga, the wax that he had in his ears got confused with the wax that he's smoking.
It was the worst feeling of all time. But I prided myself on not falling over. I wanted to. Seeing that big dude fall over
It's
when
not
he
me.
did it,
It's not gonna be me.
I was like, if I take this, I gotta still
God,
go.
At least you took a little nap. You
Dog.
were just sitting there
All right, so wait.
perspiring.
I was like, I gotta.
So after you, all right, after you hit it, right? After you hit it,
Oh my god.
do you sit down? Do you take a step? Do you stand?
You were scared to
just-
move,
like,
though.
where did you
we're
go?
On we're on a tour. It's a bus.
Oh, you're on a tour. So you have nowhere to move.
So there's
Oh,
no,
man.
you know what I mean? Like it wasn't a
just
bus.
gotta sit there and
it
be
was
high.
a bus, and there was like it was like a little room that they had behind the
the trailers.
stadium, whatever.
Like a little trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of
okay,
those
okay,
things,
okay.
whatever. But so I'm just like, no, I'm not Not back in.
You know what's that mean? Stand up.
So after I stood up and like people was looking, because everybody was expecting me to fall over. Like after I did it, so everyone was looking at me. I was just like,
"Nah, I got this."
Yeah. It's like, hit me up. But now the thought of that shit like just gives me a backache. Like I could just there's no way I could ever.
Terrible.
Bro, I remember I was with Nakia Hicks.
Oh, shout out Nakia.
Shout out Nakia. And this is when 2 Chainz first came out with True Religion.
Yeah. Okay. This is 2011.
2011, 2012, something around that. This is like his rebrand.
Okay.
So she's like, yo, I got Titty Boy up here in New York. Come to Sirius with us.
Yeah.
I said, fuck it. Like, yo, we out. Let's
Titty
go.
Boy is wild.
So we get to the studio. He's doing interviews. He's playing the album, this, that, and the third. And I think she was like, yo, come with us to dinner or wherever. Like, we were going somewhere. So I hop in the van that they had. This nigga looks at me. He's like, yo, you ever try lean?
Oh, no.
I was like,
That's some Atlanta shit.
I was like, nah. That's when he was drinking that shit heavy.
Atlanta dudes stay with some lean.
Nigga had triple cups. I'm like, nah, I don't even know. He was like, cough syrup, this, and that's what we do down the A. Like, yo,
Right.
Take a sip real quick. I'm like, nah,
Okay.
I'm just liquor. If you got some Hennessy, I'll do that. I'm good. He's like, nah, we don't. Nah, bro, we got lean. So now I'm like, it's 3 of them in the truck. It's Nakia, and me, and 2 Chainz.
Okay.
And now we driving, so there ain't no way out.
But here's the thing, right? Before you finish the story,
Good.
right? There's a thin line between peer pressure
Yeah.
and that shit do look fun though.
That night it was
right on the
blurred.
line.
That night it was blurred.
He was right on the line.
I was like, I'm double dashing with some like. So I'm like, all right. Nigga pours it up, put some ice in it.
Okay.
Goes back to your story. I ain't no bitch.
I know, bitch. Take the swig.
I'm a bitch. Fuck out of here.
Man, listen.
Bro, listen.
We are such
10 minutes in.
we're such children to being so easily influenced by rappers.
Yo, 10 minutes into drinking that shit, I felt like I had a hole in my stomach. I felt like literally someone took a sawed-off shotgun and just unloaded rounds.
Let me tell you
That
what's
shit hurt.
Let me tell you what's the unfortunate thing about lean. I've never had it, right?
Don't.
But it looks
Please don't.
like there's something about the cup and the ice that makes it look so refreshing.
Yeah. They put so much ice in that
Like
shit.
they put so much ice in it.
I'm
Like
that
it looks
shit like Kool-Aid. I'm
it's
like, yo, that has
it
to
looks
be good.
That has to look.
That has to be
delicious.
good.
Like there's
That's gotta taste good.
there's certain vices that people like take, and I'm like, how can you even enjoy that? That doesn't even look appeal. Like I love grape flavored things.
You're such a nigga.
I was gonna say that's the blackest shit you've ever
That's the blackest shit you could ever say.
I love
Remember,
purple, yo.
grape is not the flavor. You just like purple things.
I like purple things. It's just tasty to me.
Nigga,
yo.
like
Like,
purple Sprite.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
Anything purple.
Anything in a purple bag, I'm probably gonna try at least once.
I get it.
Like
I get
candy, Sour Patches.
You like the flavor
fucking
purple.
gummy
something
worm.
red, orange.
It just
I'm like, that looks delicious.
It just looks delicious. But man,
So you like the grape Kool-Aid, the purple Kool-Aid?
yeah,
Bro, I'm not gonna
There's
hold
something
you.
about purple that just
I'm not gonna hold
Inviting.
you.
It's inviting.
Bro, when he was pouring that shit, I'm like, damn, that shit looked delicious.
No, how many of your favorite songs started off with the sound of purple stuff going into a cup?
That's like a bunch of
Tons of them.
Oh,
There's a bunch of 2 Chainz songs that
A
start
lot
off
of
like
Lil
that.
Wayne
A
records.
lot of Lil Wayne records. Yeah, nah, you're right.
Notes of dipping notes of I was 10 years old,
How was y'all memorial?
but it sounded delicious.
I ain't have no lean.
No.
Nah, we went to a barbecue.
Where? Barbecues are extinct, by the way.
No,
We got to
fucking-
talk
no,
about
they're
that.
not. No, they're
Cookouts
not.
are extinct.
Kyle had a barbecue in his backyard.
Shout out Kyle. Yeah.
So, Corey Towns was there, me and my girl.
I'm so proud of
best
Corey
friend.
Towns, yo.
Corey
Shout out Corey Towns,
Shout out to
man.
Corey Towns, man.
I'm a motherfucker. Yo, the Corey Towns, man, talk about living up to your
Not your
your
dad's
destiny, bro.
Yeah, well, not
That
your
motherfucker-
dad's shadow,
that
but like,
no, he was that motherfucker was destined to be an ill DJ, bro.
That nigga has a different ear.
It's so cool to see him like evolve into what he's been doing lately.
It's just
I watched that shit from afar.
Yeah,
I'm
his
like,
cultural awareness
this
is crazy.
Got it. God damn it. You know what I mean?
Corey's
Like,
cultural awareness is crazy.
he's the son. Guys who don't know Corey Towns, he's the son of the legendary DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah.
And he's a guy that
He's becoming a legendary DJ
yeah,
himself.
bruh. I saw a video that went viral the other day.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he wasn't on the mix, but just seeing him there, that
Yeah.
viral video of the Anita Baker into a Rich Gang joint on TikTok. And I was just like, yeah, I know this is hard, but I know this nigga Corey's been on that shit.
Corey's been doing that shit.
He's got the gift, bro.
Corey's been doing that shit with us since the Palooza days.
What?
So like we know Corey's, cloth. We know Corey's ear. We know how Corey just gives it up.
That dude was destined to be
So-
that dude was destined to be one of the illest DJs.
When's this come
ever,
out?
bro? Probably Monday, I guess.
So yeah, I
Probably
mean,
Monday. Yeah.
I just tore down some shit with Corey at
So you're speaking,
Seaport.
you're speaking in the future.
Me and Corey just tore down some shit at Seaport.
right. Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
to Team Epiphany, and Corey always got a special place because man, that kid is just a student of the game.
He's
And
more than a student now. He's that
He's
guy.
about to-
I
he's
think
a teacher.
I think he's one of them guys, bro.
He's a
I'm
teacher.
sorry.
Yeah,
Like,
so shout out to
I
Corey,
like.
man. That's our guy.
I'm fans of my niggas, bro. Like I fan
Got to
out.
be.
I fan out over Austin Mills.
Got.
I fan out over Austin Mills.
Fan out over
anytime he
Austin.
drops some new shit, I'm like, oh, this nigga.
Bro, nigga on.
Kill
Austin
him.
on
Kill
tour.
all of y'all.
This nigga killing it,
Bro,
bro.
Bro,
I'm
Cass
gonna-
be talking shit for Austin.
Yeah,
You can't fuck with him.
Can't fuck with that
Can't
nigga.
fuck with him.
Bro, I mean,
I
like,
dare
that
you.
nigga came to the city like 2 months ago. Like, he had an event.
Yeah.
And just like the crowd didn't look like us, but they loved everything.
Of course. That's
That
just
man
what-
is a superstar.
Whether you're searching for that latest sneaker, the iconic handbag, a timeless watch, or your next piece of classic jewelry, eBay authenticators are there verifying every detail of your purchase. Yup, we're talking each inch, stitch, tick, facet, and clasp that makes the piece you're searching for worthy of your collection. eBay's authenticators are experts in their craft, true connoisseurs, and as leaders in their fields, they're making sure your items always arrive as authentic as your style. So go ahead, get that piece you always wanted, and leave it up to the meticulous eyes of an eBay authenticator to make sure that watch movement is original, that glimmer is real gold, that rare sneaker is legit, or that handbag is really made of genuine leather, and never get faked over again. In a world full of fakes, it's time to get real with eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms. I just learned Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome. At the end of your first year, they automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right, everything you earned doubled. All the cash back from eating at your favorite soup dumpling restaurant doubled. All the cash back from that trip where you sort of learned to snowboard also doubled. And the best part, you don't have to do anything ridiculous to get it. Nope, Discover does it automatically. Seriously though, see terms and check it out for yourself at discover.com/match.
Man,
Austin Mills is a
He
super.
really took the pandemic
bro,
and spun.
dog,
spun
I
that
watched.
shit.
I watched it. I feel like we all watched it happen.
Yeah.
like those videos of him
videos
on the
during the
roof with the
yup.
fucking
That's
with
qu-
the NPCs and shit, and like you
quality.
just saw like
Consistent.
little by little, it
Yeah.
would just get bigger and
And
bigger
bigger
and
and
bigger
bigger.
and bigger, and just like
That's
yo,
just
this
that's
motherfucker is
keeping
dope.
at it, bro.
And then you'd see like the artist starting to join him on the
Exactly.
rooftop with him, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, yo, this motherfucker got it. And now I forgot which video he put out just now with I forgot, but
I know he had a record out with Estelle.
it's directed by one of my college teammates, my guy Jamal Peters, who
Nice.
you know
Oh,
who
yeah, I know Jamal.
who you know Jamal, right?
Yeah, I know
who
Jamal.
done
Yeah.
shit with Doja Cat,
Yeah, yeah,
directed
I know.
photography, all that shit.
know Jamal.
So it's just like, yo, you gotta be like, I love seeing my niggas fucking glow the fuck up, bro. Like you gotta be a fan. You gotta be fans of your people, bro.
Especially when you've seen them
Like-
from point A to point Z.
Where the hell these dreads come from? You know what?
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Who is
Austin's
he?
not for us.
We need to
Have
give him a new
skin
name,
fade,
bro. What? He needs a new name.
Wait, who?
My man's grew some dreads, became a different person.
Listen, man.
He said, I'm gonna go to house music.
I love it though.
Bro, that nigga look like he's just free.
He looks like a superstar,
and he's
bro.
happy and he's
like
just like, bro, man. Look at him. Look at him.
It.
Remember that nigga had a fucking fade.
Killing it, bro. Fans.
That nigga is just fucking, look at him. Just a superstar, bro. Support your friends.
Hell yeah, bro.
I mean, that's
you gotta.
It's
look
at that. Look at that.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to the people.
Also, we gotta also make a point of this. Rory put out a phenomenal album.
Yo, speaking of being fans of your friends,
fans of your friends. This is the segment.
I thought it would be different. I thought it would be different. Out now.
That man has been working on that album for about 3 years.
Ooh, quality.
I remember we did that shit at Jungle Studios. That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've sat with Rory a bunch of times. You know, he's talking about the process of the album and, you know, who he's working with, this, that, and the third, in his rollout, and to finally see it come to fruition, and to finally see people receive it the way we heard it. Like, you know, we got to hear it a little bit earlier. But watching the timeline respond, watching people of status say like, yo, this man put out quality work. And he put it out with people that he fucks with and that he knows. It's not I'm just collecting a check and doing this. I need you over here. Nah, it's like I'm working with this dude. I'm working with this person. Like I've sat with certain people that he's worked with, and they telling me like, yo, he's hands the fuck on. Like,
I gotta tell you, bro.
Producing records.
I gotta tell you, bro. It is, and I'm not even saying this with hyperbole or whatever. Like, I'll put this album up against, I mean, just me, my personal taste, just like the type of music that I fuck with.
Let's get to it.
Like the shit that I like to listen to. I'll put this album up against anything that's come out this year, yo. Anything. It just touches on so many different genres. You know what I mean? Like it's just all kind of like I love the story it kind of tells. You know what I mean? And man, I think maybe because we're real close to it and kind of seeing like
it's going to seem a little bit biased.
It's not about being biased, but it's just like
from the outside in. That's how it seems.
I think when it's really dope to kind of like see somebody, you know, really putting the effort into themselves, and then like finally get to have that moment to kind of see it all be so well received. You know what I mean? Like
we knew what he was doing.
Yeah, and it's the type of music that
we vibe with.
And I think people kind of needed. I think the way he's kind of combined his like massive podcast audience with his ability to kind of already sort of manage successful artists like Emotional Oranges and all that stuff, and then now actually like put out a project that kind of not is only fire, but like fills a void that I think didn't have the same sort of attention as like, you know, that sort of podcast audience he also grew.
I mean, and it's also
it's like it's a weird
combination
whereas like, you know how DJ Khaled used his you know, ability as a DJ and working at radio to make all these you know, massive records with the relationships he's built out with people.
As he should.
Rory's did it in a different way because we're in a podcast era now. And it's like, you know, people that are podcasters have just as much or if not more influence than the people who came up as radio DJs. You know what I mean?
But you gotta go back to when they were with, you know, Joe, like, and they were doing the sleeper picks. Like, Rory was like,
it was cultivating that audience of like we like this motherfucker's music taste.
So then like they're looking at it like, oh, this man, he knows his shit. He knows his R&B. So you take that with being a fan of R&B and hip hop. You take that with working with people who have dominated the industry, and then you take that and you combined it, and it's like, oh, okay, this person respects my shit. I like this nigga shit. Yeah. You need to be on my shit because you're dope. Yeah. And then you put that into the pot and you get, I thought it'd be different.
I think it's cool. I think it's particularly cool that he put an album like this together because I think a lot of people who either listen to this podcast or watch the stuff that we all kind of do kind of like want to see how you could kind of like make your imprint, especially with like the Blog Era podcast out now and like, you know, all this other stuff out. Like people want to kind of see like how people could make their way into a culture without necessarily being the person who's doing all the rapping or doing all the singing.
Gotcha.
Right. And, you know, being able to see, you know, that is really dope. and being able to see like
because we know it's there.
yeah, and you see it's possible
and you
for other
did it.
folks. You know what I mean? So
I've always toyed with the idea of making a mixtape or doing something in that
Right.
vein.
Right.
I've always toyed with that, and me and Rory have actually discussed doing something similar.
yeah.
So it is there, but you know, if it happens with him, like clearly that nigga has the
For
blueprint.
sure, obviously. I mean, now I think obviously he's put himself in a different category because now folks will
Clearly.
want to see, you know, the follow up to that,
Yeah,
or see,
yeah,
you know, you can do it one time. Can you do it?
Or executive produce somebody else's
or
shit.
yeah,
Right.
even that.
Like, hey,
now,
yo, we want you to.
That's probably the next step.
Yep,
I think you know
exactly.
now artists are gonna see. Oh, this motherfucker really knows how to see. He really knows
Oh,
how
he
to,
just
like,
got a podcast. Oh, this nigga got
somebody huge. I think is probably gonna be like, yo, like
somebody who's
let's-
on his line right now.
I
I
wouldn't.
I wouldn't doubt
I
it.
wouldn't doubt it, right? Like,
I would not doubt.
I wouldn't doubt
There's
it.
Somebody on that nigga line right
Man,
now.
shout out Rory.
Shout out Rory.
Thought it'd be different. Go stream that shit right now on Spotify.
Cheer for your
Incredible- or
friends. Be
Apple.
proud of your friends, man.
Hell yeah, man. Incredible project. Proud of him. Man, we was talking about Memorial Day
Yeah, what'd you do, Rosie?
plans, right?
Yeah.
How was your Memorial Day, Rosie? It was better than Daniel Lay's, right? Nah, that's not.
Come on. Come on, don't do that.
We probably
Obviously-
had equal amount of fun.
Oh God, no!
I just took a Uber.
All right, before we get before this makes it look like we're making light of a very tragic situation. Let's just say, not let's just say, but let's be clear that you know, prayers out to the victims of you know what happened, because you know drunk driving is definitely not something to be
No matter who you are.
laughed at, no matter who you are. Like things like that would you know happen to you, and it's fucking terrible that it happened. But you know that was a big story that came out of Memorial Day weekend, and you know as much as we talk about like just joking around about like you know when we used to get smacked, bro, and do
We wasn't driving, though.
like always, you know, I've always made sure to other people that you're always being safe and keeping yourself in safe environments and making sure you don't take advantage, or you're not, you know,
Leave the car.
put yourself in a situation where something tragic could happen to you or somebody else. So that being said, man, that was definitely not something I was expecting to hear.
I did not think I wake up
the
and
day
see
after
that. I'm
Memorial
like,
Day.
that was random, but
She look cute on her mugshot.
I was about to say the mugshot though.
mugshot, babe.
yo, can y'all
Hey, man, my
Yo,
mugshot was
can
cute,
y'all
so was
shut
hers.
What is it about a good looking mugshot?
Like, it's the same reason why I say I like men who look like they have felonies, but don't.
There's something. But
And that
think
is a
about
fact,
it.
by the way.
Think about it.
All right, I mean, well, you the type of person you are, that makes sense.
That deep down inside, like if you really need to know just like how low we all think of ourselves and how shallow we all are at the end of the day, show me a good looking mugshot. Show me a good looking mugshot.
Hey,
Show anybody a good looking mugshot. You know what's the first
mugshot,
person?
though.
You know what's the first
Bro,
person?
she was like, she looked good in it. I'm like, bro.
Yo, look at all of the like the most
Why
famous
is Justin
pictures.
Bieber smiling?
Yo,
Why is
look
Justin-
at these fire mugshots.
Anybody who's smiling, they
Look
mugshot,
at your boy Sinatra,
they
son.
completely
They need to
did it.
stay
Are you
over the
kidding
weekend.
me?
They did it.
They need to stay in the
Are
weekend.
you kidding me?
Look at Eminem. He was still smacked.
That's Jay's mugshot.
Look at Jay. That's when he stabbed on, right?
You know that he didn't do it, right?
I don't know. But
Nah, I said, and your man still
Right, I'm
uns to
talking-
make you take the bling.
Yeah.
But then Un came out and
Oh, look
said,
at
yo, he
Travis
didn't
Scott
do
had
it.
an mugshot. That's
I
an
mean,
mug.
listen.
I mean,
The first thing
Nas
people
had
think
facts.
about, like if
Nas sold us in 2002.
you're a famous person,
He's 6 feet tall.
which is kind of fucked up,
Right.
right?
No way he's 6 feet tall.
I guess if you're somebody of interest, the first thing you're probably gonna do once you get an ill mugshot is say,
That's a
all right,
photo
how can I
shoot.
take advantage of this? Right? Like, why is it that? Like, we don't even think about like what he did, what that person is in there for. Like, it could be some of the worst shit ever.
Right.
If it looks good, people are gonna find ways to monetize it.
It's so crazy what we glorify.
Look at Prince's. Prince got an ill mugshot
got a
too,
mugshot?
right? Yeah, Prince's mugshot.
Prince's mugshot?
If I remember correctly, I might be.
They got Michael Jackson mugshot?
But, look at that shit. Come on, son.
That's an album
Are
cover.
you kidding me?
That's an album. That's an album.
Are you
Guys,
kidding me?
Please look up Prince's
Look at that
mugshot.
shit.
That is
His
an
hair was on
asset.
fire.
That's an album cover.
Nah, he got his hair done. He got
That
his
is
makeup
a-
done. Everything for this mugshot.
That's
Somebody
an
who was a
album
fucking record executive
This
was like,
is a photo shoot.
That's an
I don't-
album cover.
I don't care what this motherfucker did.
Right there. That's definitely an album
Look at
cover.
Hendrix.
All right, we need to sell these records. Come on, son.
Does Michael got one?
Is that for the Sinatra? I don't think Mike don't got a good
Mike
mugshot,
don't got
bro.
one?
Yeah, he got a mugshot, but it's not.
okay.
Michael Jackson's mugshot
Fire.
is not fire, yo.
That's a mugshot?
Ew. Oh my God. It looks
That's a
like
mugshot?
It looks like the Atlanta episode. Remember the Atlanta episode?
Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. Looks like TJ Perkins. TJ Perkins?
I don't like it. Change the screen.
Oh, yeah,
Change
nah.
it.
Mike don't got an L mugshot.
Prince
That's
got the
not-
best one. All right, Prince.
Prince
No,
got a
but-
good one.
but-
Prince got
but,
a good
Prince
one.
got the best
Put
one.
Danny Lay's mugshot.
Let's see Danny Lay's mugshot.
It was
She
fire.
knew she did it. She knew she did it. She knew she did it.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, there's no other, like, she knew she did it.
it looks like she's
like, all right,
she's
how
going
long
away
be
for
here?
a minute. She's going away for a minute.
Oh,
Like,
she's
it's-
You think
definitely-
so?
Yeah, I think so. I think the person got really hurt really bad. Like, I think it
Damn,
was
she got a baby.
yeah, it's messed up. But I mean,
And you know what makes it worse? Like a couple days ago, they just announced that she has credit to the choreography on Beyonce's tour.
really?
So it sucks to ruin.
Oh, dead
She has
ass.
She has-
credit?
She has choreography
Oh, she was
credit.
she was
For
helping
the
Like,
Renaissance-
she helped choreograph
Yes,
the
for the
Beyonce.
Renaissance
Oh,
tour.
Oh,
What the fuck she was doing in Miami then?
So
Why-
to let down Beyonce.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't know all that.
You can't fumble the B plug.
look.
Oh man. Thanks, Beyonce, for including her in the Renaissance. Oh,
Beyonce's gonna be like, yeah, I can't fuck with you.
damn, that's rough,
I
man.
should have been in London.
That's rough, yo.
Said on Miami Beach.
See, look,
Damn.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's got to be a hell of a fucking week, yo. Going from the top of that to
Talk about
fucking-
fumbling a
I mean,
bag.
and including all the stuff that she's been through. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What's wrong? That's what it was.
that sucks. To have somebody help you out like that, like, you know, Beyonce's probably like, you know what, young woman.
I
can
mean, the
dance, let's do it.
Beyonce. First off, the Beyonce World Tour is like the most one
Shout
of
out
the
to
illest
Blue Ivey,
shits.
first of all.
Come on, son. Come on, son.
Blue.
Shout out to
Blue.
Blue.
She is killing
Shout out to
it.
Blue.
She just comes out waving and then she
What we
just
call
starts,
that, Kaz? Kaz, what we call that?
What you mean?
Nepotism?
Nepotism.
Nepo baby.
I love
I love it.
black
I love it.
nepotism.
I love it.
Yes, we
I
need
love
more
But
of it.
Beyonce, literally from the clips I've seen on TikTok, she like Blue comes up and she leaves
My
and just lets her do her
God,
thing.
Yo, she like that is
That's nothing else but perfection.
man,
And is credited.
man.
Blue Ivy's now credited and listed.
Yo, you know what's crazy, yo?
Ridiculous.
Like, y'all remember?
Disgusting.
Y'all remember?
You couldn't give that to another dancer, like a real dancer, an adult dancer that needed it.
Couldn't have gave it to
Listen.
Danny Lay.
Stop it.
All right, my fault.
Stop it,
All right,
guys.
my fault.
There's no way to word this without sounding like a little
Put,
bit
videos,
weird,
Jake.
right? But when Beyonce and Jay-Z, two people whose music I've enjoyed my entire life,
Existence. Yeah.
make an offspring, like you kind of wonder
What they're gonna do?
what they're gonna start doing when they
Look at this.
You know what I mean? And then you see this shit,
Hey.
and it's just like old chip off the old block. Yo, look at that.
Is it? But
Come
is
on,
it,
son.
But is it shocking?
No, it's not shocking, but genetics is crazy, yo. I'm
Oh yeah, cause she could dance.
And I bet you know she. Oh yeah, she ready. She was credited on what record?
I want to say
She had a
444. I think
it was
that
still
album.
the
I
444,
think that
yeah.
album she was credited on.
She
Yeah,
got
but she
credits.
actually killing it too. Look,
Man, listen, that is crazy. to,
royalty,
like-
you're up next.
All right, don't put the pressure on them.
Royalty
Don't
got
put the-
24
don't-
hours to
don't put the
Chris
pressure
Brown
on
about
them.
to take royalty on tour. Too.
I mean, but shit, we look at
Oh, these are all her credits? Yeah. All right. So, what was the first one? Because I remember when she what was it? I think when she was.
So
I think Magna Carta.
No, I forgot
Was
what
it?
what
Dances?
Hov.
She could probably sing.
Hov put out a Lucy that had like her like voice.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I do remember
Remember
that.
that?
Yeah, I do.
Glory. Glory. That was the record.
Yes.
Glory.
So she was on. She was
With
on
John-
Glory.
Was this John Legend?
But Jay-Z, nah, it was a
No,
Lucy.
I know what you're
forgot.
talking about history.
Yes.
Oh.
Because I leaked that record.
So that was a leftover record. But then I guess the other joint was
It was like Gloria Blue or something like that, and
Anyway,
she was
yeah.
like crying on him or some shit. Like, yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy to see like, you know, not
It's not crazy. It's fun. It's exciting.
it's fun when it turns out like that.
Yeah.
It's fun when like
It progresses.
it's fun when you see that and you're just like, oh
nah,
man,
I fuck-
like
nah, that's dope.